The South Korean highland, Jilmoy-fen, a Ramsar-registered wetland, is located on the Mount O'Day Ridge at 1,060 meters above sea level. Some 4,000 of the endangered Arctic star flowers were discovered there. The white lily of the valley flowers hang onto the delicate stem. These velvety dark maroon flowers are indigenous to Korea. The swamp records an annual precipitation of 2,800 millimeter. The fickle weather allows all sorts of plants to thrive in the wetland. Every waterhole is filled with tadpoles. The fiery bellied frogs play in the clear waters. Boars frequent the area to drink water, and elks and badgers are spotted while they forage for food. The swamp was formed around 145 million years ago during the Jurassic period. Peat deposits created from decomposed plants are 80 centimeters thick. Jilmoy-fen was first discovered in 1999 during a wetland survey. It's a very rare wetland with both the peatland type and bog type swamps. The protected area is off limits, but there are worries that a nearby pasture may negatively impact the precious swamp. Korean researchers have developed a tactile computer mouse that enables users to feel objects shown on the computer screen. When snow and ice are shown on the computer screen, the tactile mouse pad becomes cold. When the mouse cursor is pointed to a hot area, the mouse pad's temperature goes up. The user can also feel the rocks displayed on the screen. The secret of this tactile computer mouse lies in a special device hidden inside. The pins inside the mouse pad creates a rough feeling when all of them go up. When the mouse pad produces a slight vibration, it becomes soft to the touch. Thanks to the tactile computer mouse, consumers will finally be able to feel the fabric of the apparel products being sold online. The Strait Fuzhou Giant Panda Research and Exchange Center in the city of Fuzhou, capital of southeast China's Fujian province, announced Sunday to donate 3 red pandas to the Taipei Zoo in Taiwan. The center made the announcement during the Strait Forum, which was held on Sunday in Xiamen, also a city in Fujian province. The 3 red pandas comprise a 5-year-old male named Huan Huan and 2 female red pandas, namely the 4-year-old Meiki and the 3-year-old Yaya. According to the center's official, the project was initiated to help breed the species in the Taipei Zoo, which currently owns only 2 red pandas compared to 30 at the Strait Fuzhou Giant Panda Research and Exchange Center. As a result, Chen Yu-chun, the center's director, said the 3 red pandas were specially selected to avoid close blood relationship, which is widely considered bad for breeding. Next, the 3 red pandas will receive special care, including regular health examination, before they are sent to Taiwan. The exact date of the donation remains undetermined, but according to Chen Yu-chun, the best time should be this autumn. The red panda is a small arboreal mammal native to the eastern Himalayas and southwestern China and is related to raccoons, skunks, and weasels. The species has been listed as the second-class animal under Chinese state protection. China's manned submersible Jialong conducted its first diving operation of the deep-sea exploration mission in the South China Sea on Monday morning. The submersible is scheduled to reach 1,000 meters under the water, with the aim of experimenting on Jialong's positioning system. 3 aquanauts boarded the submersible, namely Ye Chong, Yang Bo, and Liu Kai-chou, who drove Jialong and broke the 7,000-meter diving record in 2012. The submersible is scheduled to operate underwater for 4 hours and return at 1600 hours on Monday. Jialong left the eastern port city of Jiangyin on June 10th for its first voyage of experimental application with 14 scientists. The 113-day-long mission will include experiments on Jialong's positioning system, as well as deep-sea ecological and geological surveys in the South China Sea, biological surveying and geological sampling in the northeast and northwest Pacific Ocean. Jia Long set a new dive record when reaching a depth of 7,062 meters in the Pacific Ocean's Mariana Trench in June 2012. A migrant workers' ballpoint pen drawing exhibition took place recently in South China's Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region. The exhibition was held at the library of Guangxi Technological College of Machinery and Electricity. Lu Tengren is a migrant worker from a nearby village who never received any formal art training. He started drawing as a hobby about 10 years ago. He became addicted to using ballpoint pen for his artwork as it is very convenient and affordable. He has drawn more than 100 drawings, and they have won the recognition of visitors to the exhibition. Japanese transport authorities have given the green light for an ultra-compact electric vehicle to be used only on public roads. The two-seater vehicles received permission on Friday. Each vehicle has a maximum speed of 60 kilometers per hour and can run 100 kilometers on a single 4-hour charge. Municipal officials in Kanagawa Prefecture, neighboring Tokyo, have been testing the car for nearly 2 years. They have lent it out to tourists and have asked doctors to use it on their house calls. Inspectors gave the brakes, horn, and other functions a final check before handing over a roadworthy certificate. For the time being, only local authorities can apply for the regular use of such vehicles. Kanagawa government officials hope to start using the vehicles for patrols of public housing complexes in July and later expand their usage for tourism and to assist the elderly. A regional transport safety official said he hopes that eventually ultra-compacts can be approved for use by private individuals. People in Saga Prefecture, western Japan, took to the mudflats of the Ariake Sea on Sunday for the annual Mud Olympics. More than 1,500 people took part in one of 11 events. Some tried to ride bicycles along 50-centimeter wide planks of wood. Others took part in a tug-of-war, wheelbarrow race, or rope swinging contests. One participant said he fell in, but felt great. He said he wants to take part again next year. The event is organized by prefectural officials and was first staged in 1985. Tourism in Turkey has been affected by the spreading violent clashes between protesters and the police across the country. Over 30% of hotel reservations have been postponed or cancelled, mainly in Istanbul, causing hotel prices to drop by 22%, according to data from a Turkish travel website. Meanwhile, the business sector also showed its concern about the worsening situation in many Turkish cities. The once busy Taksim Square is now crowded with protesters instead of tourists. Some nearby travel agencies had to be shut down. Turkey's tourism sector has called for both the protesters and the police to calm down to prevent further damage to the image of the country. Although Turkish Ministry of Culture and Tourism said recent turmoil won't have a big impact on tourism and security can be ensured, traffic inconvenience can still be felt in downtown Istanbul. The European Union and U.S. Embassy in Turkey have both issued warnings to its citizens in Turkey about potential violence. The protests started 2 weeks ago as a sit-in at Gezi Park in Istanbul against redevelopment plans of a city square and later turned into massive demonstrations against the government across the country. The closing ceremony of 11 international Turkish Olympiads was held in Olympiad Stadium in Istanbul yesterday under the name of Towards to Universal Peace. 240,000 people attended the Olympiads in and around the stadium. 2,000 students from 140 countries competed in various fields. Attending the ceremony, Prime Minister of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, said that there are 2 antipodes seen and pictured in Turkey for 3 weeks. Stone, Sling, and Molotov are in one side, and Turkish, Song and Poem are in the other side. Anger, hate, violence, and clashes are in one side, and peace, mercy, and friendship are in the other side, he added. Aiming to reward the students who learned the Turkish the best, Turkish Olympiad started its first organization in 2003 with 17 countries. This year, the Olympiads was held in 55 provinces of Turkey. The students from 5 continents competed in 19 fields like song, poem, folk dance, and theater. The Indian Art Fair is slowly gaining an international reputation, with many galleries from around the world showing at the New Delhi event for the first time. But some attending the event think the Indian art scene is far from buoyant, despite recent promising figures. The 3-day Indian Art Fair, IAF, showcases works from over 105 galleries from 24 countries. It's beginning to attract big names from the international art scene, as well as buyers from around the world. Works from home and abroad are on show this year, and the IAF has attracted some 40 international galleries. Many of these galleries were first-timers, such as Scream from the UK, Galerie Lelong, and Galerie Daniel Besseche from France. Gallery owner Daniel Besseche says he was enjoying his first time there and was learning the ropes. Art Tactic, a London-based organization which assesses the confidence levels of art markets and artists across the world, gave a positive forecast in its report of the Indian art market in November 2012. The report said the Chinese contemporary art market has been losing ground since 2011 and that India could be regaining some of that lost ground. While the overall outlook for the Indian art market from an overseas perspective may seem promising, people closer to home think there's a long road ahead. Film producer Srila Chatterjee, who has been going to the art fair since its beginning, says she has no confidence in the homegrown art scene.
I don't think India has created a generation of people who are either art buyers or art appreciators or art students. I think there was a big boom a few years ago of investors who suddenly decided that art was a great thing to invest in. They've moved on. They've discovered wine, or they've discovered property or whatever. It's not art.
Nidhi Jain, who runs Gallery Ragini in New Delhi, says she feels the Indian art market is still in its infancy.
The market here is very nascent and immature, and to be able to actually earn a living out of an art gallery is now impossible. I think, for me at least, how I would look at it. But the art fair here has done us a lot of good. Very serious buyers came. I must compliment the team here. They've worked very hard at it, and it actually gives a gallery a breath of fresh air to see so many art lovers, because what's happening in the past few shows, people haven't shown up. So for outreach for our young artists also, it's become a very good platform.
The 5th edition of the art fair did have its share of crowd pullers, like an installation by Indian artist Jitish Kalat. His work, set in a dark room, was a projection of a letter by Indian independence leader Mohandas Mahatma K. Gandhi to Adolf Hitler, advising him against war.